Here's that lineup.
Guerra and Gobbi from Italy. Italians have qualified this boat already. Vettenstein, Janine Gemelin from Switzerland in 2. It's the Norwegians in lane 3, Germany in 4, and Netherlands in 5. Unfortunately, the Irish double, who finished 4th last year, had to withdraw before the competition. That's why there's 5 crews in this race. There is Clara Guerra, furthest away from us, and Stefania Gobbi from the Carabinieri Club, Guerra from the Fiamme. So, Janine Gemelin, what a story, the woman with the white cap. This is her first international race since the tragic death of her partner and coach, Robin Dow. Norway, centre lane, Thea Helseth, furthest away from us, 27 years of age. Sponsor Rimfrost, and Jenny Marie Rorvik, again 27. Sarah Vibenitz and Frauke Hundeling in the bow seat. Very strong sculler, Frauke Hundeling, the woman from Deutscher Ruder Club. Martine Veldhuis, the former lightweight. She was in the lightweight single sculls at the Worlds last year. The immensely experienced Lisa Chaynard, former single sculler. Just a pat on the back for her partner there, Martine Veldhuis. Lisa, of course, a medalist from the Tokyo Olympics in this event, but with a different partner. She picked up the bronze medal in that competition.
So the crews come forward here. Worth noting, we've only got 5 crews, so not necessarily form across the lanes. They'd have had a preliminary race. We don't know where the fastest crew is likely to come from here, to be honest.
Yeah, Greg and I were trying to pick our potential winners, but there she is, Janine Gemelin, back after that the tragic events where she lost a partner, the 33-year-old world champion in 2017 in the single scull. This is the first time she's rode in a double, Greg, since she competed in the under-23s ages ago.
Yeah, that's right. She was world champion back in 2017, but she's used to being in a single. Now she's appearing in a crew boat, and great to see her back in the rowing community, back in the boat.
With Lisa Wettenstein, who has forced her way back into the Swiss team. She didn't manage to make the team last year. And Lisa Wettenstein is Janine Gemelin's partner. They're a bit off the back at the moment. Gemelin's got a good 3rd quarter, so watch out for that. But at the moment, well, I did mention the Germans to you, Greg, in our little chat before the race, didn't I?
You did say that, indeed. These 2 Germans were in the quad last year. They finished 7th at the World Championships. Now they're in this double, looking to take this double through the season. They'll need to take it to the qualifying regatta, unlike the crew from the Netherlands beside them. And those 2 are certainly our early leaders here.
Coached by Alex Schmidt, part of the German women's sculling squad. There's Lisa Chaynard. So experienced, such a great single sculler, Lisa, 35 years of age, from the Theta Club up in Eindhoven. And Martine Veldhuis, can't say how impressive it is for a lightweight oarswoman. She's had to weigh in at, what, 59 kilos last year when she was, I think she might have won the world title last year, if memory serves. No, came 4th in the women's single, lightweight women's single, but she's just weighed in at 59 kilos, and here she is with those 2 German women.
Well, take a look at the Norwegians just there. They've qualified for the Olympic Games. They're 9th in this combination at the World Championships last year.
So there we see the Italians up in the bows. Clara Guerra, I saw her win a world title as a junior back in 2016 in Rotterdam, and Stefania Gobbi just missed that medal in the women's quad in Tokyo. Such an experienced oarswoman, the 28-year-old Guerra, just 25. Her heroes, the great Italian sprinter Pietro Manea, who took a gold in the 200 back in the Moscow Olympics. What a great shot we're getting from our Cineflex camera, Greg.
Yeah, lovely picture there. How about the stern of that German double, moving along really smoothly. They're at 37 strokes a minute, but you wouldn't think it from these pictures. It's just very, very smooth, very well synced up together. And this is really good for German women's crew sculling.
It is, and remember, Germany did take the gold medal in women's quadruple sculls in the 2016 Olympics in Rio, and since then, well, they had that, you know, disastrous crab in the Olympic final in Tokyo. The Dutch are pushing through the Germans though, Greg. Laser Chenard, you can see, so cool, calm and collected. Vilhus, it's been such a benefit to them, that training program that Komerhus has put them through that long distance at low intensity. And coming through the halfway point, cheers from our right, from the crowd. The Dutch supporters recognise that their team have got a couple of metres, and the Norwegians still not out of it. They're going to be targeting the Germans in this third quarter.
Well, we just love the way these Dutch scullers, all the Dutch crews, row, but particularly their sculling boats. You just see so much relaxation really in the upper bodies, and then a really lovely kind of finish that we're seeing there, and it's just so smooth.
There's our story, Janine Gemellen. You can see there in the yellow boat at the back of the field, but Janine's got to go to the qualifier. She's close up. She'll want to make tracks in this third quarter, the Swiss oarswoman. She's only 21 metres behind the Dutch, but this is an important part of the race for Janine and Nina Vettenstein.
Was big third 500 here, I think. I'm just seeing the Netherlands starting to ease out. They almost feel like they're moving every stroke.
Yes, Janine really moving through. She's done so well to get back on the team. Initially thought she was going to make the single, but then thought I'm better off in a double. And there she is with Nina Vettenstein. You can see Guerra and Gobbi, the Italians. That's a crew for Janine Gemellen to work off over there on the far side. But out in front, well, it is the Dutch. The Germans are being targeted, as we said, Greg, by the Norwegians, who are sculling a beautiful race. I mean, we talk about German women sculling, but what about Norwegian women sculling? This is really something. They've moved their bows in front of the Germans. They're on to the crew from the Netherlands. And this is going to be a great last quarter. We're coming up to 1,500 metres gone.
Well, the Germans, I think, are starting to pay for that fast first 500 as the rest of the field's coming through. The Norwegians moving steadily away from them now. The Dutch have done the same, and I think the Germans are going to come under pressure from that Italian double now, building it up. They're all still in the 30s in terms of their rate, so they've got somewhere to go, but the rest of the field really closing up now.
Velthus and Chenard in that orange boat. You can't miss it, can you? The Dutch orange out in front. The Norwegians in second place. The Germans trying to hang on to a bronze medal. There's Martine Velthus. Little look across from Martine, under a lot of pressure. But that long distance training has done them so well. They've got so much endurance. The Norwegians, Thea Helseth said when she qualified, it's been 27 years since the last time Norwegian female rowers participated in the Olympics. She was so pleased. Jenny Rovik said it was a dream come true to be qualified for the Olympics. Well, they're after a medal, Greg, and you know, if the boat speed carries on, they could just be in contention for a medal in the games, maybe.
Well, you can see just how tight it is here today at Varese. The Dutch looking good at the front of the field, but you can see how it's hurting Lisa Chenard there, working really hard. She'll be happy to be in these red buoys coming down with about 100 metres to go. The rest of the field really tightening up and very, very close for silver and bronze, I think.
Yeah, the Swiss not far off. I think Gemellen's going to be pleased with this race, but it's all about the gold medal in World Cup 1. It's the Netherlands coming through to take the gold. The Norwegians will take silver. The Germans are desperately trying to hold off the Italians. Top of your picture, the Italians. The Dutch do take the gold medal. Norway take the silver, and I think it is Germany when it'll be a photo finish. That was my eye. And it's going to be between Germany and Italy for that third place.
Well, big
Massive
celebrations for the Dutch, as they deserve. A really solid race here from the Norwegians, the way they came through. And I've got to say, incredibly gutsy from that German double to go out as hard as they did and see the rest of the field come back at them. And confirmation there, the Germans did get it on that photo. They will be in front of us. They don't know yet, but they did get the bronze medal here.
Frauke Hundeling, the Deutsche Ruder Club oarswoman, 28-year-old, says the toughest thing she ever did was learn to play the piano, believe it or not. But I'm sure that race holding on to third place, if indeed that's what they got, we'll wait for confirmation. But
you can see she's got a lovely loose grip on those sculls, feeling it in her fingers out over the water, like she's playing the piano, and having a lovely touch and feel for the water. But it was about guts as well as feel in the last 500, the way they held off the rest of the field, held off that fast finishing Italian double.
I think this Dutch double is another of the Michelle Darville coached crews. So she's now coached 2 crews from the Netherlands to successive gold medals in this regatta, the women's pair and the women's double. What an amazing coach Michelle is. Of course, it's a big team effort in the Dutch. The women and the men all work together, and they swap the coaches sometimes.
Yeah, they're in our hotel, aren't they, the Dutch team? And there seems to be a really good atmosphere about them. They're kind of relaxed but focused, I'd say.
Yeah. And, well, the Germans did get that bronze. Great confirmation, Shane Odenveldhurst, 6:49, pretty quick time. World's best time, 6:37, just 12 seconds outside it. Helseth and Rovik, coached by Sebastian Baranzo.